Bonjour! Hello, good evening and welcome. It's Albie-Wan Kenobi here, along with Mr. I'm Dave Angel,
Hello.
aka Madam I'm Dave Angel, because you told me for calling him Mr. last time. How the devil are we?
We are, is this as in the royal we? Which is really quite pertinent for this week, isn't it?
No, I mean, have you got any urinary infections?
No, now you said it, I'm busting for a wee. It's your fault.
Sorry. Waterfalls. Actually, I've got water dripping through the window. That's probably not a good idea to start thinking like that.
Exactly what I need
Drip,
while
drip, drip.
while I'm using pressurized water to clean things
Hmm.
digitally, you know?
Yeah.
Ah, actually, while that reminds me, I've got to speak to the long-suffering Mrs. Angel. Mrs. Angel, could I have my cushion, please? My special
Oh
back cushion.
no! Oh
Just going
my
to
God!
stand up one
Danny John
second.
Jules. Danny John Jules has just been announced at Wales Comic Con.
Get a 7-inch copy of Tongue Tied.
Um.
Get that signed. That'd be
Yeah.
fantastic.
Yeah. Wrap your tongue around this. But it makes myself look big.
Are you just going to get him to write too slow, chicken Marengo on it? Too slow for this cat. Or if you really want to make his day, just take a copy of Blade 2 along.
Shit. Yes. I'll have to dig that out. Yeah. Okay.
Good idea?
Yes. Thank you. Remind me of that later. I'll have to like find it.
No problem. No problem at all. Aha!
And
I
I'm
hear you.
in.
You go blinky blinky blog. And you're in. Thanks for that. Cheers.
Is it a
I
snug
really do
fit?
need the wee.
Right. Hi ho. Hi
Are we
ho.
talking about some aerobatic lunacy again?
What? No, there
Or are
was
you going
just
to park all the shit out
there
of
was
this
just
thing?
a little dwarf outside.
Now, what's the achievement for this level with the little king?
It's not necessarily. They're not always with that. It's I'm trying to think what the actual level was, what the achievement was on this one. I'm pretty sure there was one. It's not always to do with the gnome. Let's put it like that. Um, Sometimes it's to clean certain parts of it first. Sometimes it's to do this, do that, yada yada, and all that.
Well, that's a bit late for that, isn't it? I should have
Yeah,
checked before we start. Well, when I started.
I'm trying to think if there was one on this level. Pretty sure there probably was, but it might be to clean your family jewels,
Clean your family jewels.
not the Danny John jewels. Just to be clear.
Not the Danny Johns. Or you can try cleaning him if you like.
No, he cleans
He'll
himself
probably turn up
with
in
his
like sort of.
tongue.
Well, when he turns up, most of us when all of the
This is how cats say thank
shows
you.
he's been to where I've been, he actually he turned up at one of the conventions. He just felt like coming,
Well, like I say, it's literally just
so
days
he
away
just
from the convention, and he's only just announced that he's arriving. So, you know, it is fairly late notice. And
yeah.
also Peter Davison's announced yesterday that he's arriving, and he's arrived.
He has arrived.
Yeah, but yeah, I've already sort of got the signatories and photos of Peter Davison and Sylvester
Yes, you do.
McCoy from when we were at NoCon. But yeah, okay,
It
it's
was a
good.
good laugh.
Yeah, yeah. He was quite surprised when I asked
I've
him to
given you
just
the
sign
plug,
a.
haven't I? That's the
He was
problem.
he was quite surprised when I asked him to just sign a little like a tiny rectangle of white card.
But at least it wasn't. Was it? Was it? Was it? With Peter Davidson, was it celery or was it a leek? One of them used to
Celery, wasn't
have.
it?
I think it was celery, wasn't it? Yeah.
I think
Take a stick of
so.
celery along. Get him to
Yeah,
sign that.
yeah. It'll need replenishing every couple of weeks.
Just slide the outside bit off and slide it over
Actually, I was going to say it's
onto
going
the
to be in
next week.
Wales, so probably a leak would be more appropriate. Yeah,
Yeah, you'd say, wouldn't you?
get a plumber.
It's
Yeah.
at a holiday camp, isn't it?
What?
The convention.
It's the Telford International Centre, I think it's called, or something like that.
Oh, okay. So it's a different one. It's actually a different one to the one like we went to. Okay.
There's a couple of them.
Okay.
There's one's like later in the year that's somewhere else. Is it Wrexham?
I couldn't tell you where ours was. I know it was
You can
like sort
tell
of
me.
Welsh
Come
Elms North.
on. You can tell
Well,
me.
I couldn't tell you because I don't know.
No, you can tell me. Come on. Yeah, this is sort of like
I have.
near Birmingham, just west of Birmingham.
Okay.
So it's not northerly north.
It's not. You haven't got to go through Snowdonia to get there.
No, or over it, or under it.
Because it took us about 2 hours to get to the edge of Wales. Well, 3 hours, I reckon, to the edge of Wales, and it then took us another 3 and a bit hours to get through the national park
Hmm.
because it was all tiny little roads and little quaint waterfalls and all that sort of jazz.
Mm.
But it was just so um, the speed was so enforced upon you by the road and the road conditions
Mm.
that it was going to take 3 hours to get through the dam.
Yeah. And you still see people do Vebens like 60 around all the Veban corners. It's like, yeah, nutters.
When we were coming onto the national park, um, obviously it's single lane each way, and these two absolute idiots came steaming up on the wrong side of the road and pushed to the front of the traffic, and
Hmm.
everybody gave them they tootled them with vigour, shall we say.
Mm. Yeah, well, myself and
And
Shell have.
eventually,
Sorry,
yeah, carry on.
I was saying myself and Shell have witnessed that in the last 24 hours. I mean, when we were sort of going to the car boot yesterday, you can tell when the holiday makers are down here in this corner of the country because the driving, everything on the road is just so much more aggressive and idiotic, overtaking maneuvers. You get them from time to time here all anyway, but at this time of year when people start like charging down here for holidays, you'll find more often than not you'll try and go on the main roads and they'll be so closed because of accidents. And people say, "Oh, aren't the
Yeah,
roads dangerous?" The roads are not dangerous because it's just the idiots that
people are dangerous.
drive like blooming nutcases.
Yeah,
People are too impatient.
cars
That's
don't
what it
kill
is.
people. People do.
Guns don't kill people. I do. Yeah, that was UHF. You haven't seen UHF. That's fine. Um,
No.
yeah.
This is a bit of a stubborn little son of a bitch, this one, isn't it?
Bitch. A little bit, yeah.
Um, I heard today some news which affected me. It affected me to my very core. And I don't know if you are aware or not. Forza
Mm.
Motorsport has been delayed
All right.
until until the second half of the year. They said quarter 3, possibly later.
Affected by Redfall, do you reckon?
I think it might be, yeah. Which basically means it's got a lot of polishing to be done.
Yeah. I'm just thinking, like I said, there's
They
been
said
lots of
it was supposed
negativity.
to be out at the end of the
Lots,
spring.
yeah, but there's lots of negativity obviously on Redfall. They don't want to say, keep repeating that sort of trend, otherwise, yeah.
If they deliver a bad Forza Motorsport, people will leave in their droves because
Sorry, leave in their droves.
it's one of the keys.
Leave in their droves. Sorry, you made a funny.
Oh dear. Yeah, so they will,
Yeah, yeah.
they will, they would defect to Team Blue probably,
Which
which
one's that one?
is my case. I'd
Is that the
rather
Conservatives? Shit.
staple my gentleman's vegetables to the table.
They'll leave for the Conservatives. Shit. I mean, that is turning to the
Well,
dark side, isn't it, really?
it is. It really is. We have cookies and we don't sell your children. Right, okay, whatever.
Hmm.
Yeah. I think because, as you said, because of Redfall, I think a number of games are going to be delayed
Yeah.
because for me the rate at which they bought different sort of publishers and developers and stuff.
Hmm.
It was very good that they did it because obviously they were trying to build
Future.
up the Xbox software brand.
Yeah.
Give them a solid future. But the problem is, they've all of those software houses and all those publishers being overseen by one man, Matt Booty. Now, I'm not saying it's Matt Booty's fault. I wouldn't do that. I'm not that kind of angel. I don't
I'm
like
not
to
going to put
point
the booty
fingers.
in.
Yeah, we
yeah.
we have to give praise to the booty. But I think he needs sort of 3 or 4 real hard-nosed, but understanding developer, sort of scrum master type people to come in and to get everything back on track because people they've been missing the mark, you know.
So the thing is, I don't really care that Xbox doesn't have a lot of exclusives. It's just where my entire games library is, and I don't really fancy buying them all again.
Well, there is that.
And all the
There is
people I
that.
know
I mean,
are on Xbox rather than PlayStation.
Historically,
I've got like a PlayStation Pro,
I'm
as I
like
said.
you. I've been here over 10 years
Yeah, yeah,
on Xbox Live
yeah. Likewise.
under various guises.
Yeah, I've got a PlayStation Pro, and I barely switch it on. I mean, it's been unplugged for about a year.
Bloody hell.
I may have turned it on briefly to play like some Spider-Man at some point, but for the most part, it's certainly the last 6 months it's not been plugged in. Not since I've been living here, anyway.
Just give me a moment. This is Angel.
I send you a moment.
Check the stream. See if it's echoing. We sorted out the problem with the echo.
You sorted it.
I think we have, at least.
Oh. This is the sound of my voice. Doing testes, doing testes, testes, testes.
Doing testes.
Testes. Yeah, we're testing. We're very testy.
Testes doing the testes.
We're very, very testy. So very testy.
Oh. Oh dear, oh dear.
We're testy, testy. No? Okay, right. I'll stop.
Yes, yeah, I got it. Don't worry. I'm an angel of a certain age, and I can fully see where that's coming from.
I was going to say, most people probably have no idea what the fuck I'm talking about.
Sorry?
And I know I went Canadian now.
Oh, damn it.
What?
Apparently I'm still on my starting soon screen.
Oh no!
That's going to cheese me off. Is that any better? Might take a few seconds for it to come through. That's bloody typical. That's 15 minutes of like me waffling to a bleak starting soon screen.
Well, at
I
least
just
some
saw
of
your
it. At
bye
least
message.
what? Sorry.
I just saw your message saying bye.
Which one? Where? Oh, what?
Uh,
Oh, right up from
above
the
the
up.
statue
Yeah,
saying
yeah, yeah. That was from the last stream when it was like doing the spontaneous stream.
we do. We do spontaneously erupt into
Combust.
streams.
What? Erect?
Exactly. No. Heaven no.
No.
Yes. The long-suffering Mrs. Angel said, "Would you say something quite long, please?"
Something quite long. Whoop, whoop. I'm not going to go down that route. Nope, nope,
No, let's not, mate.
nope, nope. I'm
Sir, you've got 30 seconds to
not
talk
gonna
about
start,
the Great Wall of China without any
not,
repetition or
not gonna start
deviation.
talking
Your
about
time
Jason Momoa.
starts
What? Sorry?
now.
What? Hey?
You've got 30
Who?
seconds to talk about the Great Wall of China
Ke?
without any deviation or repetition. Your time starts now.
What's this, buddy? Mallet's mallet. Did you?
No.
Ching.
That'll be a bang on the head like this and a bang on the head like this. Everybody go blah.
Blah. Did you? Ching. Ching.
That was. I was aping the format of Just a Minute, where they have to talk about a particular subject without deviation or repetition for a certain amount of time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm now going to be quiet for a moment
Oh.
because my wife says I'm talking too much.
What? I thought it was kind of the point.
Well, yeah, it is, but I think we're trying to find out if you're still Mr. Echoey or not.
Am I still Mr. Echoey? Am I? Pardon me. Ooh, ooh, ee, ooh, Walla
Apparently,
walla
you're
bing.
quieter. Than,
What? Sorry?
apparently, you're quieter than usual, but that might not be you. That might be me.
I had to turn my volume down a
That
bit
might.
because I turned it up the other day for the sake of obviously someone saying that I was quiet, and I noticed on my audio monitor I was pinging into the red quite a lot, so I turned it back down again.
Yeah.
At the moment, I'm mostly in the green and doesn't generally go into the yellow.
At the moment on my meters, you are in the green and just sneaking into the yellow.
Yeah, so that's about right then.
Yeah, I think that should be pretty good. Mrs. Angel, confirm for me.
Bing bong, bing bong, bing bong, bing bong.
No echo.
Ding,
And you
ding.
have no echo. Congratulations.
Whoop, whoop.
You're a
Hey,
duck.
I've lost my shadow.
That's one of the things we should do.
What? Shadows.
But then again, that would involve us having some talent.
What's that?
Do some works of art, well, not works of art. Do some silly paintings in the dirt.
Yeah, no, there's no chance that would be anything anyone would want to watch. My art is shit. No funny gag there. Just accurate.
Mine, it depends. If I'm honest.
I mean, when we're doing
It's
like
very much-
TKO or something like that, obviously, I'll be a bit more creative. But I mean, that's like drawing pictures from scratch, or whatever. Trying to draw something by removing something else, I think that requires a significant amount of effort, which I don't think I have.
That's why Midwinter or Mid Journey exists. So the
Yeah,
rest of us with no talent can actually produce things.
yeah. Really must get on and do that crap phrase at some point. I'm gonna have to try and do
You're gonna
some.
have to have a lot of questions on.
Oh, I've got lots of questions. Oh, I've got plenty of those.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, I've got plenty of options on that. but I need to like get some sort of like page designed and layout and stuff like that.
Music?
Yeah, possibly a bit more music than I've actually got, maybe.
Well, I bought another 50 sound packs this
Uh
week, which are all royalty free, and I therefore give
huh.
you permission
So
to
no
use
kings or
them
queens.
as long as you don't try to resell them or rebrand them in any other way.
Yeah.
Well, it's part of the free to be used by anyone as long as you don't resell them,
Mhm.
which is
Mhm.
what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I'm not reselling them. I'm
No.
lending them to a friend. That's fine. Oh, this is an absolute swine. Whoever said that we should do the temple needs a smack in the head.
Well, it's part of the career mode, so you kind of have to.
That one. I think I need some
Vacation.
elevation on the situation.
I need a
Or medication, that
vacation.
too. How the living hell. It's just a little bit too far, you know?
Hmm. What are you trying to do?
Maybe.
What are you trying to do?
Well, at the top of these white sections of wall, you will see they are dirty. Dirty denzels. Hey,
Okay.
there we go. Actually, you know what? I think the trident is a good option here.
Yeah.
I do, yeah.
Tried and tested.
Oh God. Yes, they do get worse. I suppose we really should talk about the thing that everybody else has been talking about, and we should talk about
Oh shit!
the
But I thought no one was going to bring that subject up.
coronation.
Oh, sorry.
Coronation. Coronation. Did you watch any of it while you were at
I was
work?
working, and I probably wouldn't have done if I
Okay.
wasn't.
Well, you know, for me, it's
How
however silly it may be to have a king or queen,
how did
we
he
have to be
become king then?
gracious and polite hosts.
How did he become king then?
Yeah. Oh, actually, thinking on a along a very similar line there, you sparked something in my head.
What? That he's got shit all over
There's
him.
a game.
Sorry.
No, no. It's like a game. It's coming from NeoSoft Games. Doesn't mean they are the one or anything.
Hmm.
Nothing to do with the Matrix.
Mhm.
These are the people that did Warhammer 40k Inquisitor,
Mhm.
which was a very, very good sort of slower version of Diablo,
Right. Yeah.
but it was all set within the Warhammer universe. So bloody great swords and
Hammers.
bloody great guns and bloody great shields and
Hammers.
men in enormous suits of armor,
Tights.
that kind of thing.
Oh.
But
Damn it! I keep getting these wrong.
mm,
I'm rubbish at this guessing
you
game.
do, don't you? Yeah. Well, their new one is set in the Arthurian mythos, in the King Arthur
See,
mythos,
I was going to say trousers. So yeah, Arthurian stuff. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
and you don't play Arthur.
You can't make me not play Arthur.
Do you know the Arthurian legends at all?
Yeah, he's Arthur. Arthur.
No.
Arthur
No. What
Donut.
it is, um, it was foretold that that Arthur would fall one day, so he could rise and free the world of Camelot again. Unfortunately, you're the one that makes him fall. You
Mhm.
play as the character Mordred, Sir Mordred,
Mhm.
originally one of his knights who turned against him, um, and
I mean, if you're going to like,
basically
if you're going to employ someone called More Dread, then you really do. It's like you're kind of asking for it, aren't you? Really?
it does have warning signs all over it, doesn't
Yeah.
it?
Red
Let's be
flags,
honest.
red flags, red flags.
But it seems as though you make yourself into a group of four knights. You choose the knights from all of the ones from the round table, and you can bring new people in and kick people out if you feel you should so feel the need. It does look quite um it looks a bit like a refreshing change because every time some watery bin runs a scimitar at you, and the next thing you know you're like sort of the king of England and Camelot.
Yes.
Only a model.
Moistened Quint.
Yes.
Some
I
worried,
love moistened. It has. That's
some
a very
worried hard
specific.
distributing swords is no basis for government.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, if some moistened ping pong the scimitar at me, I'd call myself emperor.
Hello,
Something
away.
along those lines.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it in at least a couple of months.
Hmm.
No, it's been a while. Yeah, but Arthurian legend, it looks very, very good. Um, I was a bit umming and ahhing about it, but the whole premise kind of has my chaotic evil side kind of prickling with excitement thinking about it.
Hmm.
As you probably know, I don't have a chaotic evil side.
No, it's just there's no sides. It's just chaotic evil, pure through and through. No sides involved.
Chaotic evil is the norm in this place. I think chaotic evil all over this statue. Might do it from upstairs actually. Might be a better option.
No, best way to do the statue is actually on the statue.
Well, I've done a load of it on the statue.
I
It's
just
probably going to
stepped
go
on there.
ding,
Oh
and it's going to go
Jesus!
clean, isn't it?
No, you've just done a load on the statue, and I'm now stood on it. Oh God, you could have warned me in advance.
Sorry about that. Yeah, I'll wash you off.
No, that's even worse.
There you
That water looks very
go.
suspiciously white.
Oh dear. Yeah, the coronation. Apparently, this was a scaled back version of a coronation compared to his mother's one. It is scaled back because they had like 8,000 people inside Westminster Abbey, which
Hmm.
incidentally is not an abbey. It's a peculiar. It's a royal peculiar. The reason being is when Henry VIII, um, he basically formed the Church of England and sort of disavowed himself from the Catholic Church. One of the things he did is he pulled down all the abbeys and got rid of all of their writings.
Hmm.
So the fact that Henry VIII had a hand in building it means it's not an abbey because it's not part of the Christian faith. It's the Church of
Mm.
England.
And they all lived happily ever after.
Yes, and there was much rejoicing.
Mm. And there were four sweet sons of Robin's minstrels.
You know what? I am actually thinking. Yeah, I'm actually agreeing with myself that the Trident is a much better option.
For certain
Even
things,
from
yeah.
here, I'm not even using the extension on my pressure washer. I'm using the Trident, and I'm My stream of water is hitting the ceiling with aplomb.
Your arcing jet.
My arcing jet is hitting the ceiling with ferocity and tenacity.
That's some high pressure.
And not just this is ourselves.
Under pressure. How does he get to that fucking note, honestly?
Pair of pliers.
Yeah. Or at least a very tightly woven string. Pull on this.
They say towards the end of his life, he lost an octave and a half in range on his voice
Mm.
because he was a I thought he was an extraordinary human being anyway, but he was very, very unusual because he was a male that could do 4 octaves. Is that right, Shell? Freddie Mercury was unusual because he was a male that could sing. His range was 4 octaves. No, it's not the highest ranges. Yeah, yeah. Part of, well, that's not nothing to do with the notes he could sing. Okay. Apparently, he had extra teeth.
Yeah.
Which actually, if you look at a picture of him, that's
He
understandable.
refused to have any sort of dental surgery done for fear of wrecking what made him all that money.
Destroying his voice.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I still maintain there's not been somebody like him since. I don't think there will be.
No.
Extraordinary musician.
Remarkable.
There are very, very few people that I can honestly put on a pedestal and go, if I could be anybody, I'd want to be able to do that the way they do. And Freddie Mercury singing is very, very high on that list.
Mm.
I'd love to be able to play guitar like Prince. And I think I'm probably...
And I'd love to read a book. Sorry, Red Dwarf quote, headset.
I never learned to read.
So, and I've never read.
I bet there's no
I've
film
never
in
read.
this camera.
Never read a book. Yeah.
Before I die, I want to read a book. The thing is, I do read books. Everybody sort of, says I live a sheltered existence because, I live in my cloud, and all I do is play games, watch TV, eat biscuits, and occasionally make some music. Yeah, but
Giggly.
I read
Sorry.
lots of books. I read product manuals. I read manuals.
Manuel.
It's not annuals. It's manuals.
Manuel
if I buy
Labor.
something, I read the manual from cover to cover several times. So I'm really quite sad like that. You know what? I'm gonna shorten that extension. Go for the short one, and let's go for.
It's like Shell keeps saying, never settle for the shorter sausage.
Yes, exactly.
What was that I sent you yesterday when we were at the car boot? Oh, it was the that was it. The back of the van, wasn't it?
Yes.
C&M water. I was just
Yeah. Not for me, thanks.
she was driving and I was just sat in the passenger seat and she starts giggling. It's like what? Oh, okay, right, okay. It's not what it says. It doesn't say that.
Yeah. Yeah.
It says C and M water, nothing else.
Yes. But you're still giggling.
She
Yeah,
was
I
still
know.
giggling. Yeah, disgraceful.
You're giggling like a schoolgirl when she hears the word technicolor. Yeah.
Hmm.
Oh, the tri-tip is so good.
Just Tony.
I
The
know.
way you the
It
way
does
you
sound
said
like
that.
Anne Summers catalogue.
Oh, this is so good. The way you fucking said it, mate. It's like sorry. No, no,
Yeah, it
stop
did
it.
sound a bit pervy, didn't it?
Little bit, little bit. Oh, this tried to. I'm now completely out.
Well, you know me, I'm not at all pervy.
But you are
My
completely
wife
airtight
just choked in the background.
though. But you're not saying you're not confessing to not being airtight.
Well, yeah, no, exactly. No, that would be wrong. I couldn't possibly comment one way or the other.
Mm.
I've done really bloody well so far tonight. So I spent 15 minutes first of all um,
Streaming nothing.
on a bloody starting soon screen, and then I spent like the last 20 minutes still holding down the right trigger rather than using the lock, which is really silly.
Hmm. It's fine.
Um, a long suffering Mrs. Angel, are you looking for something? Okay, she's reorganising her pen
Oh what?
knives.
Right.
Well, I'm saying, um, when you saw Shay Angel, you weren't in for very long. Otherwise, we'd have given you the sword collection tour and everything.
This is my favourite. I like swallowing this one. Watch.
Oh, this
Deep,
one's really good
deep.
for garroting.
This one's great for deep throating. Oh no, I'm just crossing out my bye. Never mind. Had to go at something, I suppose.
Doesn't matter what you do, you wash and you overlap everything, and you still end up with little bleeding bits everywhere, don't you?
Yeah,
And the game, yeah.
yeah. I mean, I seem to we weren't talking about the game.
Well, that'd be silly. Not talking about the game. Oh, okay. And how sort of discombobulating it is when you're using your right stick to sort of paint a nice area of the ceiling or the wall or whatever that you're working on, and you accidentally press up on the D-pad, and it turns it into like sort of precision mode,
Hmm.
and like the nozzles flying around, and you're not going anywhere, and it's just like, what?
Yeah.
What are you doing to me, game?
It's crazy though.
Crazy. Well, talking about other interesting. Well, when I say interesting, I find them interesting. Other things that have gone on this week. Um, Back to the Activision Blizzard deal. Everybody's favourite topic.
Hmm.
You will be aware that the CMA, who are the
The ones that made
like the
the original
markets
Grand Theft Auto.
authority,
Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, no,
yeah, those are the ones.
that
Yeah,
was DMA. Sorry, no, 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 sorry. Hmm.
you're terrible. You
So,
know that, don't you? You really are terrible.
yeah, yeah. It's funny though.
Um, yeah, what can you do? Yeah. Um, they are the ones that blocked um, the Activision Blizzard deal in the UK at least because they feared it would impact the future of cloud gaming.
Well, by improving it.
But yeah, exactly. By having 10-year deals with all of these online providers, you know, allowing
Hmm.
more people to play more games on more devices anywhere than anywhere else. You know,
Yeah.
it's gonna jeopardize the market.
I don't
Well,
stream games very much, but when I do, it's through my Xbox.
strangely enough, that's probably a very, very true statement for me because I'm on a Series S and I've got a lower amount of disk
Okay, yeah.
space, and I'm not outputting on a 4K TV. Um, the fact that I don't have it installed locally and I'm just playing it, I'm playing it via a remote connection,
Hmm.
doesn't make any difference whatsoever. It feels like it's installed locally. It really
Like I
does.
say, for the most part, I don't have too much problem. But Forza Horizon 5. If
Forza
I'm
Horizon 5,
if
yep.
I'm racing around, like I say, the frame rate does go a little bit jank, which is fair enough. It's cloud gaming, and I've got a shit internet connection. Um, if I then hit the look right or look back camera, it's like a flaming curtain. Then so it drops, and then another curtain drops, and it goes back to the other camera. That's quite jarring. But like I say, I've got shit internet, so
That could be more than likely down to your internet connection.
it is definitely down to the internet
More than
connection.
likely.
But
Yeah.
you know,
Well, I don't have those problems because I'm on a nice screaming fast connection. So hang on a minute. I'm going upstairs. I'll be back shortly.
okay.
A bullet, a bullet, a bullet, a ha. Bullet, bullet. Ha, 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 ha. Um, yeah, I don't encounter that sort of problem. I mean, I can even actually play Forza Horizon on a 4G connection when I'm in the city.
Hmm.
No problem at all. I don't tend to play a lot of games that rely on, you know, thousandths of a second input, like fighters and that kind of thing.
I thought so. Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
I yeah, well, I've only
Well, no,
played
yeah,
a
I mean,
few
yeah, but
hundred
no, but
hours
yeah,
of
but
Forza.
yeah, but no, but yeah,
Yeah, but no,
but yeah,
yeah.
but no. Sorry, just having a quick tea break.
Anyway, fine, no problem. I still really need the loo, and now my wife's gone to have a shower. Hang on a minute. I'm being called.
Please
I'm
hold.
being summoned. Huh?
Summoned.
Wait. Thank you.
bloop, 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 bloop. Right, okay. Aha.
The angelic bladder is empty.
The royal bladder is empty.
When you did this in single player, how long did this take you?
A while. I don't know
That's
exactly
very
how long.
general, wasn't it?
I don't know how long, but a while.
Somewhere between slightly boring and extremely tedious.
Relax occasionally.
Yeah, it's all you need, really.
Yeah.
That and dedication. No, wrong thing. Yes. Wrong thing again.
Anyone watching my stream, please
Oh,
do excuse if I have a couple of moments of narcolepsy here and there where my aim suddenly like wanders off into the sky, or I start like walking forward into a wall for no apparent reason. I did not sleep very well last night at all, at all, at all.
a tile.
And bear in mind that I had to be up at 3:30. Basically, on my
Well,
day off,
we are.
my day off on Sunday, I woke up at 5 o'clock in the morning. Not a good start. Then I didn't sleep very well Sunday night into Monday, when I had to be up at 3:30 in the morning. So I basically ended up getting up just after 2 o'clock this morning because it's like I am not getting to sleep now. No, my alarm is that close, no chance. Um, so yeah, I is a little bit shattered. I actually worried that I was actually going to start snoozing off in the cinema earlier. Because for those who didn't catch the beginning of the stream, which you probably won't because you were on your start page and I hadn't started my stream at that point, I went to see the Guardians of the Galaxy movie earlier. Um, I basically booked it in for, I thought, well, Monday's my day off. Monday's my day off. I'll book it in for lunchtime screening because they're half price screenings on a Monday. Thought, okay, yeah, yeah. Booked it in. As soon as I clicked pay, it's like, okay, shit, I'm working on Monday. Oh, thank Christ, I finished at 12 and it was a 12:45 screening. So it's like, okay, I'll take some stuff with me and get changed at work and then cheese it across there. And yeah, it was only I got there with about 10 minutes to spare, so it's like, okay, that's fine, this is fine, everything's fine here. How are you? Um, and yeah, I did think at one point that I was going to start drifting off. Nothing to do with the film, not a commentary on the film in any way, shape, or form. Just zero sleep. Not zero sleep, but very, very close to zero sleep.
Well, if you need to
Yeah.
stop, it's
No,
my
I'm
turn
fine.
to say this. If you
I'm
need
fine.
to stop, you stop, buddy.
I'm fine. But like I say, I
Because
might sort of let's just put it this way. I sometimes end up playing a game, and then it's like I'll be like, "How did I get here? How did I get here? I wasn't
Yeah.
here." It's like, "Oh, I blacked out and kept walking." Yeah, but yeah. No, Guardians of the Galaxy recommended. Really enjoyed that. Part three,
So how many albatrosses out of 5 would you give it?
definite four.
Yeah.
I mean, I probably need to watch it
Is it
again.
just a solid 4, or is it 4 and a cormorant? You know,
Um, four albatrosses and half a seagull,
half a seagull. Nice.
half a
Okay.
Stephen.
So the film is so good it pinches your chin.
Yeah, yeah, and
Excellent.
yeah, ham and ice cream.
Lovely job.
Yeah,
Lovely.
we've had seagulls around here that have pinched. Um, well, Shell had an ice cream, let's just say, and then she didn't. Um, yeah, it's like
Mine.
nah, yeah,
Mine. Mine.
fucking
Mine.
churn off
Mine.
with your fucking
Mine.
ice cream. Come on, bring it.
Yeah,
And when we were fishing for crabs at one point, that sounds like a horrible euphemism. Um,
it
which it
does.
wasn't meant to be. Um, yeah, we had like bacon, which we were using as bait, and it was just on the side of the quay beside her, and then it wasn't, as if by magic.
Oh God.
They are
Oh,
little shits.
they are the best possible opportunist predator they
Um,
can be. You
I
know.
call them shitbags, but yeah.
Oh, that too. That too. Yeah. That goes without
Particularly,
saying.
particularly given what my car often looks like at the end of the day, because they like to
Oh
sort of,
dear. Target practice.
yeah, precision bombing campaigns.
Is your car a particularly good colour that can be seen from the air?
Well, it's black.
It's thick, white, and crusty. Ew.
Is it because it's black? Yeah, no.
Well, if they see a certain
The
amount of
problem
heat
with
vision,
the
then
problem
yeah, it
with
would be.
cleaning your car. When you clean your car, it becomes all shiny
It
and
gets dirty again.
reflective. It becomes all shiny and reflective. And I swear these bastards see the reflection of the sun in the car and they think, "Oh, gotta fly at that." Then they realise their mistake and they shit themselves basically and bottle it and redecorate.
Mm-mm.
So you're best off cleaning your car and then chucking a load of shit over it.
Just
That's my
keep it
top
lightly
tips.
dusty.
That's my top tips. Clean your car,
Rub it down
then
with
cover it in shit.
2000 grit sandpaper.
Clean your car, cover it in shit before the seagulls can. Yeah.
We're making some progress this session.
Someone paid me a compliment earlier. We were talking about like old
Did they?
cartoon. Yeah, there was. We were talking about old cartoons and things like that, like Ren and Stimpy and stuff like that. And they said, oh, it's probably a bit before your time. You know, Rocko's Modern Life. It's like before my time. Yeah, before my time. Oh, yeah. I mean, oh, I don't remember that one. Oh, no, I remember it well.
Which one was it?
Rocko's Modern Life.
No,
No, okay, it was on
no, I missed
Nickelodeon.
that one.
Nickelodeon
Never used to have it.
in the 90s.
Yeah, never used to have it.
Ah, rude. it's quite funny given that obviously we'd been discussing Ren and Stimpy, and it was about the same time as that basically. So
Okay.
but yeah,
I vaguely remember I Am Weasel.
you are who? I thought you were Dave Angel.
No, I vaguely remember the cartoon form piece entertainment package that is known collectively under the name of I Am Weasel.
Okay.
No?
I am Weasel, and so is my wife. No, I don't know that one.
Yes. I agree.
Yeah, cool. Glad you do.
Wholeheartedly agree.
Wholeheartedly.
There we go. Trigger lock again. I realised I was still doing it. I was holding the trigger.
What Trig?
What a trick!
What Dave? What Dave?
What, Dave? Yeah, it's quite appropriate, really, isn't it? Yeah. What, Dave?
I'm sorry, Dave. I'm afraid I can't do this.
I always remember Trigger when Trigger sold him
I'm
that
already
paint.
completely airtight. What? Sorry?
I always remember in old Only Fools and Alls where Trigger sold Dell that paint.
Yes, the
that they used in
Dayglow
tunnels.
stuff. Yes.
The Dayglow stuff, yeah.
And they used it in the Chinese. Is it Chinese restaurant or something like that, wasn't it?
He painted his mother's
Oh, the statue. Oh,
the
yeah,
headstone, the statue, because
in
it
the
was made of fiberglass.
mhm.
He painted
Aircraft start trying to use it as a navigation beacon.
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah. And then, of course, when he had the satellite dishes that started redirecting the flaming air traffic.
Really?
When he was like selling like Sky TV dishes to everyone, and they'd been nicked from the local airport.
I don't remember that one, but
It was one of the later ones, one of the real later ones, I think. Where basically at the end of the episode, they've got this massive satellite dish right outside their window in their flat, and you see an aircraft, really, really convincing aircraft, banking in a really, really, really realistic way straight towards their apartment.
Oh dear.
Turn it off! And then it goes to credits. So I presume they died.
Well, you'd presume so, wouldn't you? Nelson Mandela House, which was the building they lived in,
Mm-hmm.
the actual tower block they used, the one that was in Peckham.
Impeccable, yeah.
The actual tower block was in Birmingham.
I quite believe it.
And they had to dress the area up to make it look more like London, because it was
Not very Londony.
they looked at it, and for some reason there probably wasn't enough dog shit everywhere.
Yeah.
highly recommend the Trident Power. It's very, very
I've used it much. I've used it much, much, many, and much, and plus, and then I just like the streams.
But the reason why I quite like it is some of the streams they fan out and the cohesiveness of the water streams, if you like, um, breaks up really quite quickly. So using sort of the single nozzle and using like the rotator nozzle gives you a
Mm.
certain gives it a crisp edge, and you kind of know that you've got all the bits around it. Whereas you could, well, I'm not saying you could in theory, um, do a couple of passes over a route, and the 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 wispy bits at the corners will get missed
Mm.
because it's in between where the streams are. I know you're far too thorough and accurate for that sort of thing, but when we're talking about me here,
Yeah.
it does sometimes happen. Not that I'm slapdash or anything.
No, your splash dash,
Oh, well, I did that earlier. It's fine.
Scotch and Belch.
Yeah, one of those.
That was my old chum James when we used to hang out all the time. Obviously, when I lived back across the other side of the
Oh,
country, um, I would describe to him racing strategies, like you have to do like a splash and dash pit stop. Unfortunately, he never quite. He often couldn't remember the actual term, so splash and dash often became a squelch and belch,
yeah.
and it was much more fun. It was much funnier, so we used that more often than not. So anytime we were playing racing games, we were having a squelch and belch pit stop.
Aye. A Scotch and Belch.
Squelch and belch. TM.
Stopping for a pair of tyres, stopping for a set of tyres, and
Mm.
for a bite to eat. So that would be the rubber and blubber.
Uh-huh. The hubba hubba. Rubber and blubber.
Herbert, Herbert. Just realised my microphone was drifting further away from me.
Yeah. I find people drift away from me as well quite often. It's rude.
Well, yeah, you can say, most things do. Usually when I'm trying to get hold of them.
Mm.
Daddy things! Yay, shinies! We are getting there, my friend. We are getting there.
Mm-hmm. There we are.
So, if anybody's watching and they're wondering what our itinerary is, I think the idea was that we were going to continue our Redfall
Mm-hmm.
playing through.
Mm-hmm.
We may even have an extra body that wants to play with us, which is a good thing.
Is it a living body or is it one that's part vampire?
No. It is a full, you know, warm-blooded
Full bodied.
human human body. Yes, that's still alive and still got somebody's consciousness. Yeah, it's not like one of those ones, that's been grown in a vat, you know.
Hmm.
killed any yet?
Hmm?
No, I'm just talking to myself. I didn't do a Rolf Harris joke at. Would that be considered inappropriate, do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. And I've fallen down again. I've fallen down. Oh, that's strange. Nothing came up, but my eyebrows have fallen from my face. Um,
No, don't ruin it. No. It's art. It's my Michelangelo or
it's your
Leonardo or
Michelangelo.
Donatello.
Oh, I
It's
see.
one
Right,
of the
okay.
turtles. One of the turtles.
I was going to say it's
It's
far more
my
shredder than
it's
anything
my
else.
Sistine Chapel. Was it Sistine Chapel? Is it one of those artworks that only works in a certain
Nurse Chapel
perspective?
was the nurse in Star Trek.
It's one of those artworks
Um,
that only works in a certain perspective. Oh wow, it's 3D art.
wow, look at that. That's a splendid one, isn't it? You know
Yeah.
what? I think I'm going to have to clip this one for
Yeah,
posterity, you know? And clippity clip. Right, let's see what happens with that, shall we? And of course, the good thing is, all those that are watching my stream should get a wonderful action replay of my clip. Good, huh? Huh?
isn't that nice? I'm sure they'll love that.
Isn't that nice? I am in need of an extension.
Wow. So yeah, let's have a look on the old site now and see how much Danny's charging for his autographs and all that.
I think the last time I saw Danny John Jules, he was charging 15 quid for an autograph.
Wow, that's really cheap if that's the case.
Yeah, well, I saw him a few times. And actually, if you speak to Mr. Lethris,
Hmm.
him and Danny John Jules got on quite well.
Yeah.
Yeah. I am. No, not like that. No, no. It's not like calling all lady cats. Calling all lady. It's not like that at all. No. No, they genuinely they were they got on really well.
Hmm.
Because one of the things that you learn about Danny John Jules is he's a lifelong biker.
Hmm.
Not in the Hell's Angels sense. He's more of a 900cc sports bike. Because last time we saw him, when he sort of decided just to turn up, he turned up in all of his leathers and stuff, and didn't even have a chance to get changed. And people were already bothering him for autographs.
Yeah.
So he said, I might as well just sit myself down here then. Yep, okay.
Better make myself look small.
Make myself look big.
Fish.
Today's fish is trout a la creme. Enjoy your meal.
Fish.
Today's fish is trout a la creme.
And that I believe, was Tony Hawk's as the voice of the machine there, who I was talking about in
It
our
was
last
indeed.
stream, who rode
Yes.
around Ireland with a fridge.
Yeah.
Where,
Yeah.
in order to win a £10 bet, he bought a £100 fridge, which he then had to hitchhike around the entire circumference of Ireland in under one calendar month. Very silly book, very
Things
very
we
good.
do to win bets, eh?
Well, I think it's more for like the story and the bragging rights as much as anything, and
It
just
was for the
because
book, wasn't it?
it was
Really?
just because it was silly. I don't know if he actually knew initially that it was going to actually be, book worthy. He was kind of hoping, I'm sure, but yeah, it's just all the little anecdotes from it. It's fucking brilliant. I love that book. If I could,
You
I'd
know
have
what?
its
It's
book
actually
babies.
it's actually on my wish list.
Nice.
After what you goodbye. Thought I'd throw myself off again.
I regret nothing except falling down here.
That volcano is making some horrible looking eruption type things. Eruption type things. Let's narrow it down.
Eruption type things. Expulsions. Ejaculations?
Secretions.
That
Well, it's
is
secreting
possibly
them right
worse.
up
That's
into the
possibly
air.
worse, yeah. Right, so there's still some floor around here that's not been fully explored.
We're currently at the point where we have to basically keep brushing and keep hitting show dirt to
Hmm,
make sure that the bit you're going over has not got any dirt left.
yeah.
It's 99% at the moment.
Yeah, 99 plus placenta, yeah.
Way. What is that? What is this? Atrium above ceilings. One of two. Atrium above ceiling. Atrium in a ceiling. I don't think it's this one. I really don't. Uh, is this the atrium floor or is that down there?
There's an atrium floor down here, which is the yellow floor that I'm
The
trying to
yellow
sort
bit
of.
around the outside.
Yeah.
Right you are.
And the blue, the yellow and blue. The bit on the inner, the atrium floor centerpiece.
left on the D-pad.
Hmm.
Or right on the D-pad, sorry.
Tea break. Rawr.
Yeah, there you go. Got one for you. There you go.
Why, thank me.
More than welcome.
Right, I just need to go and turn the radiator off one moment.
Okie dokie. Hey, if you're watching, don't forget, you can always just say hello in the chat. We welcome all comments. Cheerios and lurkers, you're all welcome. Come on in. Come and watch.
Squeeze me.
What? Hey! Atrium Inner Sea. I presume. Oh, I don't know actually.
That's what I'm doing at the moment.
Oh, that's what you're doing at the moment, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Hey! Inner ceilings. The next is the entrance walls. I did something. Yeah, I did. Unless it means the entrance is up the side of the outside.
It goes all the way around.
No, it's not up here. find yourself, particularly when you're trying to follow a very intricate line or something, you end up sitting there with your tongue hanging out the corner of your mouth going, eh.
No, I just find myself sort of drifting off and waking up about an hour later.
Well, if you do feel as though you're going to drop off, I will keep an eye on you,
Hmm.
and I will fire obscenities at you in the chat. If
Hmm.
that
Hmm.
doesn't work, I'll try shouting at you in chat,
Start
and
firing
then if that doesn't
projectiles.
work, I'll ring your phone.
Yeah.
I'll ring your phone, and then of course, obviously, I will drench you senseless, with a pressure washer like this.
Uh,
I don't care what you smell. Let's go this way. I don't think it's this side. I think it might be the other side, maybe.
nope, it's this side.
It is definitely that. Oh, okay. I found a really dirty bit, sir.
Dirty boy.
A really dirty bit.
There we are. Arr, just a little bit.
A little bit more.
Nah, couldn't take any
No,
more.
are you going to be? Are you going to be spending some time with Eurovision this week?
I strongly doubt it, given I
Well,
didn't
I
even
don't
know
mean
it was,
actually in Liverpool.
given that I didn't even know it was happening.
What Eurovision?
Mm.
Yeah, it's we're holding it because obviously Ukraine is a little bit down on facilities at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
We kind of went, don't worry, we'll do it for you. Yeah.
Hold my
Give us about
beer.
8 million quid. Oh, you can't. Okay, all right. Okay. Missiles. Okay, all right then. Special forces. Yeah, all right then. 8 million quid. No, okay, whatever. It's looking nice and clean out here now.
Mm-hmm.
Right, gallery walls. Gallery, I presume they mean upstairs.
Done.
Oh, there we go. Well, that's the gallery walls.
Yeah.
And the next is the palace figureheads. One. Ah, ah. got about half hour left.
Hmm.
I will get this done in that time, and I
Yeah,
think probably I don't know how you feel, but I would, because you've got to get yourself some sleep.
yeah,
I probably think once we finish this, we'll call it for you
yeah,
know.
yeah.
Did you see the picture I sent you of the holy hand grenade of Antioch that was being used at the coronation?
Yes.
Yeah, well, definitely it, isn't it?
Yeah, it looks close.
It's damn close.
Thy foe, being what in thy sight, shall perish.
Just snuff it. Two is not enough. Four.
Is right
No,
out.
is it five? Five is just
Five
not
is,
on.
five is right out.
Right out. There you go.
The number of the counting shall be three. Two shalt thou not count. No, sorry, four shalt thou not count, nor two, lest thou then proceeds to three. Five
Another
is
pediment.
right out. I know of no lawful impediment.
Yeah, I know of an awful pediment.
They're all illegal impediments.
Those are the fun ones. The royal pediment is clean.
Bloody pediments.
One of the palace
Oh, right,
pyramid
it's a right giveaway.
walls.
It's a right giveaway. Did you hear that? Did you hear him repressing me?
Pyramid walls.
Oh,
I can't do I was thinking after this, I might just drop my channel into a raid on Mr. Leffens, who's just
hmm.
come online. But to be honest with you, I can't raid him with nobody. So
I can't raid with nobody.
I can't raid with nobody. This is the final side, I think,
Yeah, it
of the
is.
pyramid at least.
Yeah.
Going down to the blue bit. Hey!
Now it activated. Did you get a
And we
dramatic?
had the Pyramidion Gem. Yikes. I think it's going to take off.
There's an aircraft flying around, but he's buggered off now.
Hell of a kettle he was using then.
Hmm.
Blimey. Cup of tea in no time. I think we started something. It's the aliens again.
Right, the aliens. You can't trust
Bloody
them.
aliens.
Occasionally you'll meet a nice one like E.T. or Starman, but you know, all I can see is a
Well,
shoe in my face.
oh, you moved. Damn it. we'll just enjoy the impending doom heading
Hmm.
towards that, shall we?
The impending Mount Doom, yes. Rah.
Yeah, it took a while to clean up that place, didn't it? Bloody
Yeah.
hell.
Well, you have now officially completed the story.
Wow. For the moment, at least.
Yeah. Now you can go back and replay all of those with up to 6 players on the map at the time. Were you not amused by that?
Well, for anybody that's not watching, we'll sit through this a little bit, shall we?
I've been booted because I'm no longer part of that. But yeah, that's fine. What's on your screen? What's going on? Is it just the closing things where showing you all the replays?
I can't actually hear you because the music's so loud.
Okay.
Did they get George Harrison to write their music for them?
I can't remember what the actual music for it was. It's been a while since I completed it.
Oh, lovely. What started as a trickle ended like a broken nose.
Hmm.
It said it makes me want to get up and go outside. Don't be silly.
Right. I mean, that is
Going
crazy talk.
outside.
That is crazy talk.
Crazy talk.
So now you've finished out just in time for Story
They're
Mode
washing
March 2 with the new
the
DLC.
cat monster truck.
Hmm.
Oh, I'm just I can't I can't bypass. Oh yes, I can bypass the music. Now I hear you. Thank
Hmm.
God.
Hmm.
Right. I thank you, my friend.
No problem.
Sitting here and talking rubbish for
No
one
problem.
hour and 38 minutes. As
38?
always, it's been a pleasure.
Yeah, yeah.
38 minutes, yes. We almost got as far as the 145, which is normally where we get to. But, you
Mm.
know, 138 in the circumstances, I think we can be well happy with that.
Yeah. Yeah, boy.
Well happy.
Happy, happy, joy, joy. Happy, happy, joy, joy. Happy, happy, joy, joy.
Yes.
Yes.
Happy, joy, joy? Yeah.
Yes. Right, well, that's been good fun
Right.
and lots of silliness again.
we will see everybody tomorrow, as long as plans don't change for um some Redfall, some stabby goodness.
Mm. And also, as long as I
Um,
actually get some sleep tonight.
as long as, well, that's why I'm saying,
Yeah,
if plans don't change, I
yeah.
don't want you
No,
making
I'm
yourself
sure.
feel
I'm sure I'm
really
going to sleep
ill.
tonight because I literally just could not switch off last night. It was like, oh my god. And when you know you've got to be up at
Mm.
3:30, it's like it's dark. I know it must be getting close. And it's like, oh, 2 o'clock. It's like, well, I need the loo, so I've got to get up, and I know I'm not going to be able to get back to sleep after that.
Yes.
Mm.
Right.
So yeah,
Thank you, my friend. I'm going to end my stream there.
yep. Likewise.
And everybody, we will hopefully see you tomorrow at the earlier time of 7 p.m. GMT.
Yes. PM PMT, is that
No, not
politically
PMT.
is that politically correct to say that?
GMT.
We will be
Yeah,
releasing our
no,
bloody
I don't.
stream.
I
We'll
don't.
be releasing our bloody stream at 7 o'clock PMT. Anyway, moving swiftly onwards from that. Have a good night, bud.
This man derails my train of thought so bleeding much.
Sorry.
It's good. It's fine. Right,
Oh,
I'm going to end it there.
yeah,
Thank you very much for playing. Thank you very much for watching. We will be back tomorrow.
yeah. Good night.